concrete, I'm a flower on a pavement. Free mind, free soul. Easy come, easy go. Even love, even hope. Listen, catch me as you talk to me, just your mind. Plus I know I'm pretty, plus I know I got this. Catch 'em in Melbourne City, catch 'em in Nairobi. I tap on you, I tap on you. Catch me, catch me, catch me. Plus I know I'm pretty, plus I know I got this. Plus I know the city, catch 'em in Nairobi. Nina majani, eh, kuche kijani, kama bar straight, kama lahani, tuchape maluku, eh, tuchome mandugu, eh, leo lazima, tupige manduru.
Just move too fast, girl. Slow it down. Yeah, eat up, 'cause I know say you take another round. Yeah. See, I don't know how you become my way, but I know won't let you out. Yeah, pour it up, 'cause you're moving all around, girl, slow it down. Yeah, now you there. Your hands in my hair. You're rolling it like you just don't care. The boyfriend said this just ain't fair. Calling your phone, but you just ain't there. I see me again. She said she wanna see me again. She wanted to feel the situation again. Hurry up and go, let's go again. And if we go to the sunlight, and watch a movie if you feel like, and take you back to the room like, I roll a couple make you feel right, and take a ride to the moonlight, I watch the stars from the rooftop, girl, just let go, baby, don't stop, you just let go, baby, don't stop. Tree, be love, tree, be love, tree, be love, tree, be love, oh, tree, be love, tree, be love, tree, be love, oh, tree, yeah, we can go down the sunlight, tree, when you love, tree, be love, tree, be love, oh, tree, be love, tree, when you love, tree, just to go, don't stop, you bad, yes, you bad. No get time for loving up, but you're my time. No lie, I know feel lie. Couple might be kicking it, but girl, you fine. You fine. I said you fine. It's like God took lightning and he put it in your body. I said he put it in your body. See me again. She said she wanted to see me again. She wanted to feel the same trips again. Pull up the cup and let's go again. I see me again. She said she wanted to see me again. She wanted to feel the same trips again. Pull up the cup and let's go again. Tree, be love, tree, be love, tree, be love, tree, be love, oh, tree, be love, tree, be love, tree, be love, oh, tree, yeah, we can go down the sunlight, tree, when you love, tree, be love, tree, be love, oh, tree, be love, tree, we love, tree, you just let go, don't stop, just let go, don't stop. Yeah, we can go to the sunlight, I want you moving if you like, and take you back to the moonlight. You know I got that
This is Rastafari Radio, 25 century.
Yeah.
Yes, and a very wonderful welcome to today's show. And of course, we hope you are doing great. Karibuni sana to today's broadcast. This is the Black Fire Network Media for the 21st century. I hope you are doing great. And of course, it being the 2nd of September, I hope you are vibrating positively as well. Karibuni sana. This is the Pan African Bliss Show. My name is Jovi. Please remember we are live and interactive on our social media handles. We are on Twitter at the Pan Africa at the Blackout Fire Network using the hashtag Pan African Blessed Joey and hashtag Blackout Fire Network. And of course, it's on a Thursday. Yeah, I think did I say on a Tuesday a little bit earlier? Sorry about that. It's on a Thursday. Yo, use the hashtag TBT as we get to memorize the little memories that you have for yourself. It could be maybe what has happened to you in the course of the year or in the course of the month as we get to approach, or rather as we have approached the month of September. I hope you are looking forward to some positive goals and positive outcomes, positive abundance, and everything positive about concerning your life. Nonetheless, Karibuni Sana, as I said, this is the Pan African Bliss Show. You can interact with us on our social media handles. We are on Facebook at the Black Fire Network Radio Station, on Twitter at the Black Fire Network, as is the hashtag Pan African Bliss Joby, hashtag Black Fire Network, and of course, hashtag TBT. You can also slide on our DMs. That is on Instagram. We did get to go live on Monday, and of course, I hope you enjoy the vibes that we are vibrating all the way from the 254 to wherever you are listening to us from. And you can interact with us. This is on Instagram at the Black Fire Network. You can also call us in, SMS us or WhatsApp us at the +254 730 as you tell us where are you listening to us from today and how are you doing this wonderful morning. 55 minutes past 11 a.m. here in Nairobi, and I don't know where you are listening to us from today, but we are looking forward to having an amazing program. Nonetheless, you can also catch us on our website. We are on www.blackfirenetwork.com, and once you log on to the website, feel free to create your own profile. And once you log on to the to the website, feel free to create your own profile and join the Black Fire family, because we are all about positive vibes and positive positive things all up. We are all the way from the 254. You can also download the app on the Google Play Store and get to enjoy these amazing vibes. In the case you are joining us for the first time, we want to say Karibu Sana and thank you for choosing the Black Fire Network Media for the 21st century. Here we get to discuss matters concerning the African continent, and of course bringing up solutions. We get to engage with our African people, that is those who are in the diaspora, those who are in Uganda, those who are in Nigeria, those who are in Somalia, those who are in Tanzania, also here in the 254, those who are in diaspora itself. And at the end of the day, we are all about bringing up some positive vibes. And of course, when you speak of positive vibes, you know how we do it, you know how we start the show. In case you are a member of this broadcast, you know how we start the show. We start our day with some positive vibrations. And before I read the quote of the day, I get to play you some amazing jam by the one and only Shumani. It's called Cheza Kimimi, and Shumani was here on Tuesday. We did get to host her here, and of course, in case you missed the amazing broadcast, in case you missed the amazing interview, she's a vibe. She's a wonderful vibe. She has an amazing voice, amazing vocals. I literally love the vocals. She has amazing vocals, and she is also a radio presenter, and she's also doing the most. You can check her music on YouTube, and in case you missed also the interview, you can check it on our website. That is at the www.blackfirenetwork.com. And once you log on to the website, feel free, to engage with the members of here on the Black Fire Network. The quote of today goes by: "Do not stand in a place of danger, trusting in miracles." Do not stand in a place of danger, trusting in miracles. Do not stand in a place of danger, trusting in miracles. Most of us, or rather I can reflect with the Africans. Most of the Africans, you see them, standing in a place that is super dangerous, sticking onto a situation, hoping for miracles to come and, appear to you. More miracles will happen unto you. I keep on saying, get out of your comfort zone and go do whatever you have to do to earn a living, because this life is fully 100% your responsibility, and at the end of the day, you need to make a living out of it. Nonetheless, this is the Pan African Bliss Show. My name is Jovi, and of course, we'll be discussing some serious matter that has been happening on the industry for quite a longer time now, and I want to engage with you as you tell us how do you feel, or are you vibrating the quote, or rather the topic of today. And I want to tell you that And we're going to also be discussing on what is happening in Zambia. It seems that the Zambian president is really angry. Akainde Chilema has something to point out. And of course, we'll also be discussing a little bit of what is happening also in Nigeria. The matters of abduction, they are still ongoing. And the government of Nigeria and also the African government, they need to take control of this matter because it's getting out of hands. And of course, the citizens are living in fear and they are really worried. Today, you're going to forgive me. I'll be doing it off camera, but as long as you can hear my voice, I do believe that we are all about positive vibes. We're gonna take a short musical break. When we come back, we're gonna be discussing more on these matters. This is the Pan African Bliss Show. My name is Jumid, of course. Keep it the Black Out Fire Network. I did also get to play you Trippy Love by the one and only Lex the Wolf. For now, I'll be playing you Wabi Sabi by the one and only Lex the Wolf, all the way from Nigeria.
Love knows.
I think I started something just the other day. Riding with my drop down through life. Fighting hard up in these streets with my 10 toes down. Everybody running right race, 10 toes down. Listening to the rhythm of life. Sound to me like the Imam blues. I get it and move. Wopoti, go. Sure you don't know, say everything there for you. Sure you don't know, everything there for you. Sure you don't know, say I'm already there for you. Sure you don't know, say sure you don't know, yeah. Every day I try to live my life. I can live in my mind, getting high. And you won't need to stop my feet to fly. Riding on my head, getting by. Every day I try to live my life. In my mind, getting high. Every day I try to live my life. Every day I try to live my life. Every day I try to live my life. I can live in my mind, getting high. And you won't need to stop my feet to fly. Riding on my head, getting by. Every day I try to live my life. In my mind, getting high. Every day I try to live my life. Every day I try to live my life. Are you ready or not? If you ready or not, dance together. Got the love every day. If you ready or not, dance together. I'm living my best life. I'm living my best life. Tryna get it up some more. Tryna get my money and more. Every day I try to live my life. I can live in my mind, getting high. And you won't need to stop my feet to fly. Riding on my head, getting by. Every day I try to live my life. In my mind, getting high. Every day I try to live my life. Every day I try to live my life.
Welcome back. That is Wabi Sabi by the one and only Lex the Wolf, all the way from Nigeria. And of course, when we say in terms of music, when it comes to music, support the talent that people have outside there in the right way. Because today we'll be discussing a very serious matter. As I say, there is a matter of sexual assault that has been going on, not only in the 254, but I do believe also in other industries. And of course, we'll be discussing much deeper into that once we discuss what is happening in Zambia and also in Nigeria. Nigeria. Nonetheless, for now, karibuni sana once again. Thank you for choosing the Black of Fire Network Media for the 21st century, and of course for taking your time for joining us today. As I said, you'll pardon me today. I'll be doing it off camera, and I hope that you'll be able to feel the same vibrations, because I do believe even through the voice, you can also tell through the voice of someone if they are in a jovial way or if they are in a very bad state. But I can say I'm in a jovial way. I just have some particular reasons that I won't be doing it on camera today. 3 minutes past 12. Karibuni sana, and of course, this is the Pan African Bliss Show. My name is Joby. Do remember to interact with us. We are on Facebook at the Black of Fire Network Radio Station, on Twitter as is the hashtag Pan African Bliss with Joby and hashtag Black of Fire Network. And of course, it's on a Thursday. What is it that you are trying to remember today? Personally, I can remember one day, whenever you are growing up with an African parent sometimes they can be strict, but I can say my mom was the best, because when I was with my mom at that time, I can't say I'd met my dad because they separated when I was super young. But after, before me meeting my dad, or rather before me even asking if I ever had a dad in this life, I remember my mom, she used to give us the love of both the dad and both the mom. And I remember one day she left me, whereby, your mom goes to work and she lives with the responsibility. You have to take care of your younger one. You have to do this and this, ensure that they have eaten, ensure that they are keeping warm whenever cold, rather when it's approaching the evening, the evening times, because it's super cold in Nairobi whenever it gets at 4 p.m. So I was left with all those responsibilities. But soap operas was one of the things that was booming here in the 254. Soap operas was something, that when you're just out of school, you turn on the TV and you just sit down to watch soap operas. But right now, if I relate with how I used to be then and right now, I can't even remember the last time I watched the soap opera. So my mom came back. It was at 6 p.m. and she left a little bit 5 hours, earlier. And when she came back, she found my brother outside playing. He doesn't have a sweater, and it's all cold, and he has not eaten. I've literally forgotten everything. Literally, even me myself, I'd not even eaten. I was really beaten to death, and I cannot literally forget that day, because it was an awakening. Whenever you have a sibling or whenever you are left with a responsibility to take care of, ensure that you are doing so. Nonetheless, I hope that you'll be sharing some positive vibration here as well. Getting on to the matters of Zambia, what has been happening in Zambia. Of course, we did get to see some time back that Zambia did hold its election, and of course Hakainde Chilema was pronounced the winner, defeating Edgar Lungu. But rather, it's been reported that Zambia has some things that are ongoing due to what Edgar Lungu has really done, in the matters of debt. And of course, we've seen also this in other countries, especially in the 254, where we see that our president comes on, he is on the, he is in control of everything. But, the matters of funds, the debts that are outside here, he has not really cleared it. By the time that he is resigning, or by the time that, maybe he has been defeated, rather, you didn't expect him to be defeated. By the time he's out of the chair, you find that the next president or the next leader who's getting on the seat, there's a lot of responsibilities left ahead of him for him to clear. So for Zambia, it's been said that the Zambian president Hakainde Chilema inherits an empty treasure, and it's been reported that Hakainde Chilema has failed in 5 previous attempts to become a president, and Zambia's new president has told the BBC that he has inherited an empty treasury, while horrifying amounts of money had been stolen. People are still trying to make the last-minute movements of funds which are unauthorized, which are not theirs, and he defeated also Edgar Lungu. We did get to see that in the previous election that did get to happen. Mr. Chilema did not name any officials. Mr. Lungu had previously denied all the wrongdoings. And of course, no one is going to say the truth. If I am a president, or rather, if you talk in the matters of corruption, I'm not saying that personally, if I were to become a leader, I'd love to be corrupt. No, you have to lead people in the right way, because even the universe always vibrates what is right and what is wrong. So personally, I can say in the matters of also in the 254, we did get to see in the matters of even right now, when Uhuru is on the seat, I do believe that there are a lot of debts that are there are that are pending here in the country, or a lot of debts that need to be paid. And of course, they are being paid to the European government, because for so long we didn't get to even discuss that yesterday, whereby we've seen so many people, so many lands that we even own. They are not ours. The properties that we see, even the development, the little development we see in our countries, they are not ours. So later on, we're gonna see these Europeans coming back, because of all the investment they have done, all the money they have chipped in, and of course, it's gonna cause trouble in Africa. It's also been said that Mr. Lungu governed the copper-rich nations since 2015. He was widely praised for the smooth transition of power to Mr. Chilema, who won the presidency after 5 failed attempts. The full debts have not been disclosed, and the debts are still there. And Mr. Chilema, it's been said that to tackle corruption, the election on the promise to tackle corruption and the end of the financial and economic crisis has been seen by Zambians' debt blooming. For the first time since 1998, Zambia plunged into a recession last year. It's also defaulted on a debt repayment. In the BBC interview, the new president also described all this. A whole much bigger than we expected. Actually, there's a whole lot of debt, and I just hope at the end of the day, as I said the other day, I do hope that Zambia gets its best out of Hakainde Chilema. He sounds to be a person who's really serious according to whatever he wants to do to his nation. He sounds like someone who is super determined to make a change to his country. He sounds like someone who's determined to change the matters of corruption. Even in terms of, we were talking the other day, it's just yesterday, actually, we were talking on the Rhythm Scoop show with the Spikes and Kate, discussing the matters of how we can see we are trying to fight corruption. We are trying to fight the matters of insecurities. But yesterday, I did get to be shocked, whereby I did get to see even policemen breaking into a liquor store and stealing someone's property at 3 a.m. just because people are asleep. The owner of the business is not there. You break onto the matters of you get into someone's business and you're crashing it down because you work for the government. And when you are talking about the matters of insecurities, we can see even the people who are employed in the government itself, they are also misleading our country. They are also leading us in it's like they are leading us to poverty. That is what I can say, because they want to benefit more. They are not satisfied with what they are being paid, or rather what they are being given by the government, which is super, super bad. But I do hope Hakainde Chilema, the Zambian president, and Zambia itself gets the best out of Hakainde Chilema, because I can see he is very determined, as I said, to fight corruption. He wants to make a change. As I said the other day in the irrigation, he doesn't want to see any youth, or rather any person, going to bed hungry. He doesn't want to see youths loitering around because of lack of employment. Right now, if you come in the 254, actually by 8 a.m., you'll find people in the Uhuru Park. Uhuru Park is one of the parks that has been given by the government itself, but some land of it has also been taken away by these government officials in such a way that if you look at the space that was there in the 1990s and right now, there is a huge difference, in such a way that people do not even have freedom of where they want to go. So if you go, or rather if you wake up at 8 a.m. and you are in town in the 254, you find so many people in the streets who are seated outside and very, very stressed and thinking deep into their matters, because they don't know what they are supposed to be doing. Nonetheless, this is the Pan-African Vision. Of course, on the other matter, as we get on today's topic, the other matter that has been going on, it's been reported that the governments in Nigeria, they have kidnapped 73 students in Nigeria a day after another group was released. And I'm just asking myself, personally, I'm getting literally tired of these reports from Nigeria, and not because like I'm lacking, how do I call it, serenity in me, but it's because I'm so bitter, because the nations that we have, the government nations here in the African continent, does not really want to help out Nigeria onto the matter which is really happening. And it's quite clear. We were talking about whereby government officials need to hire more youth, because if the matter of job employment, people are given opportunities to do this and this and this and this, gonna be able to tackle an issue in a different way. But since the matters of corruption, they are still ongoing, you can see, even as I said, whereby even a policeman can break into my liquor store, me being the owner of the business, because he is a policeman and he thinks justice is not supposed to be served. That is still the matters of insecurity. We need employment. We need a government that is going to change the nation, a government that is going to choose people who are willing to work in in the humanity way, with the humanity, whereby you are reasoning about your brother, about your sister. Because I was saying the other day, we have lost the art of kindness. We have lost the art of being kind to one another. I did get to see in the matters of the other case, whereby this woman was raped in Tanzania, but when she goes to report the same case to the police, to the government, the people who are working in the government, they laugh about the matter, while considering this is a rape issue. And I want to ask, or rather, my suggestion is, and my thought, and I plead also, I hope that we're gonna be able by 2030, or maybe I don't know, we are in 2021. I hope by 2030 the government that will be leading our nations is gonna be a different case. Because personally, if our kids are going to also grow in this same system, with the generation and the mentality, the system of education, the lies, nothing is going to change. Everything is still going to be the same. Nonetheless, this is the Pan-African Show. We're gonna take a short musical break, and when we come back, we're going to be discussing the matters of sexual assault in the industry and in the game. I don't know about you, but as you interact with us on Facebook at the Black of Fire Network radio station, on Twitter at the Black of Fire Network, as you use the hashtag Pan-African Bliss with Joby and Black of Fire Network, and also the TBT, hashtag TBT. It's on a Thursday. Tell us, what is it that you are remembering? Personally, I said I did get to memorize where my mother scolded me so hard because of being disobedient, but that is part of growing, because you have to learn whenever you grow, so that when you grow, you'll be able to handle issues, or rather even take care of your children in a very good manner, because you have to be responsible at the end of the day. You can also slide on our DM on Instagram at the Black of Fire Network as you interact with us. You can also call us in at the +254754402 at 730 as you tell us where are you listening to us from, and have you seen the matters of sexual assault also in your country, or wherever you are streaming and listening to us from today. Have you seen the matters of sexual assault also happening, whereby in the industry, so many young girls or even men, they have to brag. For men, I don't know about them. Unless you're gay, you have to give in. But for young ladies, there's an issue that has been happening in the 254. A young lady came out, and I was just asking myself, how many young ladies have to do this to fit in the industry, just for you to become famous, just for your name to be known? But behind the scene, you are going through traumatizing things. She was, sexually assaulted, not once, not twice, and that this is a case that has been happening. I was just asking myself, how many young girls are still undergoing all this, and their mouths are being kept, closed, either by bribing, either by money, either by these people, rather the artists or the managers, or someone who's at a bigger position, trying to do something for your family, to just feel like to make you feel like I'm giving something in exchange, so you have to give something in exchange. I don't know about you, but as you interact with us, please tell me, what would you think about this issue of today? Nonetheless, we're going to take a short musical break, and of course, I'll be playing one of our favorite jams here in the Black of Fire Network, media for the 21st century, and this is by the one and only Snyder, the Don Dada. I love this lady. Keep it the Black of Fire Network. We'll be right back.
Snyder, the Don Dada. Snyder, the Don Dada. Ini kama cake, mnadai hate. Kama sanitizer mina eradicate. Kama mbuku mina dai wa educate. Jua sina rela so si die relate. Bitches hating, bitches lying. Bitches saying sort of this a kipinani. Nilisema ni matanga wakakuja na mapanga. Nikisema ni kuhanya mkatoroka kama panya. Fresh from the east, na wakule kama feast. Mini lyrical disease, na wakunyo kama juice. Nikipaska disease kukota kula full speed. Hamuwezi ni beating around seuxually. Matuta zimeiva ziko fresh. Majeki zimeiva ziko fresh. Swaga iko lit iko fresh. Meme girls nimeiva niko fresh. Madhuza zimeiva ziko fresh. Swaga iko lit iko fresh. Majeki zimeiva ziko fresh. Meme girls nimeiva niko fresh. Ala ebunyonga hiyo bitch. GG muiki 17 pim super S on the gas before S kuna N sijaribu kunimet pindo yule empress kama rasti complex na kina dance. Yeah, yo, I do physicals, I don't do cash. Niki hooligan, kimeingia bash. Sakilo skiban, selecta wote gwan. Pull up, tumeshikisha yo. Kodo machu, kodo yeah. Tomato, nikinyanya zikinyanya yeah. Matuza zimeiva ziko fresh. Majeki zimeiva ziko fresh. Swaga iko lit iko fresh. Meme girls nimeiva niko fresh. Maduza
zimeiva ziko fresh, swaga iko lit iko fresh, majeki zimeiva ziko fresh, mi mgeo zimeiva niko fresh. Badan kadan nimekataa kukam, itamaji ran tuibash ni fan, bibi wote kwanza dikishash kiban, na kishash kiban kumoto bada than, isokote mini beast from the east, randu hii mtati kete pana sasini, takondo sikarati za yule manzimshi, frika muka fenesi fika bemi sim chip ala. I got the sauce, I got the koala, na hizi swag simini dapa dawa pumbaza sinyi mafala maziwa mala. Kuta zimeiva ziko fresh, majeki zimeiva ziko fresh, swaga iko lit iko fresh, nim girls nimeiva niko fresh, madura zimeiva ziko fresh, swaga iko lit iko fresh, majeki zimeiva ziko fresh, nim girls nimeiva niko fresh.
This is Black Hot Fire Radio, media for the 21st century.
And of course, media for the 21st century. This is the Black Hot Fire Radio. Karibuni sana once again to the Pan-African British Snyder, the Don Dada, all the way from the 254 representing. And she did get to give you some fresh vibes. As we give you also some fresh news here, I hope that you are doing great. This particular morning, 19 minutes past 12 p.m. in the 254, and of course, it's the 2nd of September. Are you still making some goals for yourself? Are you still, lagging behind? Or are you still, waiting for time to wait, to just pass by? Because I did get to read an amazing proverb saying that do not stand in a place of danger, trusting in miracles. And I was just reflecting with the African mentality. The African mentality that most people do really have. When you relate to the, how so many people do believe in the white Jesus, as Kid keeps on saying, and waiting on miracles, you are stuck in a situation that not miracles can wake you, or rather walk you out of it, whereby you're just waiting for Jesus to come and save you. Get out of your comfort zone and do something. In this particular month, I do hope that you are getting out of your comfort zone, doing something positive out of yourself. Nonetheless, once again, karibuni sana. This is the Pan-African B Show. My name is Joe B, and I was just talking about the matters of sexual assault, and I was just asking, as you interact with us, how many of you have seen, the matters of sexual assault happening in your country, or rather, have you seen young ladies coming forth and explaining how they have been assaulted in the industry? Because this is a matter that has not been really spoken about. So many people do not really get to speak about this issue. So many people are being bribed, or their mouths are closed in different particular ways, because nobody wants to, their secrets revealed outside there. You're gonna be sexually assaulted, you keep quiet about it because you want to become famous. You're gonna be sexually assaulted and not talk about it because you want to do this and this and this. But for how long are we going to keep on, tolerating all these issues that, that they are ongoing in different parts of the country? For how long? Considering even the government itself, there is lack of opportunities, lack of jobs. Even right now, if I am to go look for a job as a young lady, if I get someone who's mentally corrupted, mentally manipulative, they're gonna, especially for ladies. For ladies, this is something that is really happening. And I'm just going to be frank about it. Even when you go to Mombasa, let me just tell you the fact. Even with the Wazungu who are there, because you're young, you're pretty, you're melanin and everything, they bribe you for you to give something sexually, And at the end of the day, you find that you are the one who's going on a loss at the end of the day. But there is an issue that has been going on. And of course, I'll be sharing the video. I don't know. Let me just say, if there's a way I can really translate it. And this lady was complaining about her being sexually assaulted in the 254 by one of our artists, Willie Paul. I don't know how many of you know Willie Paul, or rather I've ever heard of his music, but it was really quite sad, because the guy even went ahead and bribed the mom for them to keep the matter silent. And I'm just asking, for how long are we going to be keeping this matter silent? Because it's a high time people rise up. Why you need to lose your fear, manze? You don't have to give in something to get something. It's better you stay without it but do not waste yourself because of something that is not going to make something out of you. General Mosquito, good morning to you. Karibu Sana, you're saying hello Joby, I am enjoying the show, whistle at work. Karibu Sana, and I appreciate you for your sentiments. I hope you're doing great. And of course, it's the 2nd of September. How are you feeling? I was asking yesterday how you're feeling about the month of September, and no one literally ever told me how they are feeling about the month of September. Personally, I did get to say, even Kit did get to give his sentiments. It's a month of abundance, month of blessings, and I hope that you are also doing the same. Let me just share this particular video as you get to see what Miss P.
So he forced me to have sex with him. Not once, not twice. I had to tell my mom because I had to get medical attention.
She goes by the name Miss P, and of course, Miss P has done a very, very particular music. She's talented musically, and I did get to feel very, very sad because after her release with Willie Paul, this is one of our artists in the 254. She did get to hit a lot. She went viral and everything. But it's quite sad to see that you have to be made famous out of you giving something out of it. She was sexually assaulted not once, not twice, but so many times. Let's get to see this and see what she is talking about.
So he forced me to have sex with him. Not once, not twice. I had to tell my mom because I had to get medical attention. I don't know this person's tabia zake, so I had to seek help, and my mom was the first person that came to my mind, so she helped me. Alhamdulillah. Otherwise, at this very moment, ningekuwa tayari nishajifungua ama niko 9 months pregnant with this child.
So it
I would be last. So what?
Does unprotected sex?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she was sexually assaulted, and it's unprotected sex. So probably she's saying she would be pregnant right now, or something might have happened. And of course, this is something that girls need to address.
Nalikata kutumia protection. So not once, not twice. And then eventually I told my mom. And then after my mom knew, me in my mind I was battling with thoughts. Nirudi, nisirudi, nina stress. I'm like, oh my God, why is this happening to me? Ile trauma. And then
So she even went through trauma about it, because this is a very, very serious matter that so many young ladies are not even talking about it. Hello, Kip.
Hello, Joby. Good morning. What are we talking about? What is she talking about?
She was sexually assaulted by a certain artist here in the 254, and my major issue is how many young ladies are outside here being sexually assaulted because you have to get a job somewhere, or you have to give something in return for you to get something.
Well,
because
that's sad thing. You're right. I didn't know that when I went to I learned that coming back and forth to Africa, it really floored me. People told me that young women get preyed on for jobs in Africa. I mean, to get a job, they say, well, you got to give up something. I was like, huh? What are you talking about? They say, yeah, most women in Africa are forced to have sexual relationship with these people in order to have employment. It messed my mind up. I didn't know that was true. It messed my mind up.
And you find that so many of these guys actually who are sexually assaulting young ladies, they must be having even STDs or HIV positive, and it is super, or even get a young lady pregnant and they end up not taking care of the responsibility of the baby. It is quite a crisis, because I was just asking myself when I saw this story, because this a young lady, she became how can I say, a musician. She's really talented actually, if you get to listen to her music. She was signed by a certain guy called Willie Paul. I don't know if you've ever heard of Willie Paul in the 254.
No, I haven't.
He's one of the biggest artists we have in the 254, and of course he discovered the talent that she has, and that she was signed into the record label. But it is quite sad, because considering the talent that she has, she was doing, or rather this is what she was really going through. And I was asking myself, how many young ladies are outside here that have to go through the same crisis? And that is why you can see so many young ladies. Yesterday I was saying that we're talking about some the sex workers and how they are also being killed outside here. You see so many young ladies are running to become sex co-workers because they are lacking opportunities. You have to give something back, because you have to give for you to get.
No, that's very scary. But you shouldn't have to give up your body and your sexuality because you have nasty. That means when that's the norm, Job, it means the culture has completely broken down. It
Mm-hmm.
means cultural norms have and there we go again. That's because of the government that was established when Africa supposedly never really gained independence, but supposedly when it gained independence, that could never be the norm. That would never be.
Yeah.
Dang, what's this thing on? That wouldn't be tolerated because that cannot be the norm. Where I have to be because it's known. I didn't know it's disturbing. Where
It is.
me as a woman, I have to be preyed on to get a job. I mean, I got to sleep with you sexually. I mean, your
It
sexuality is the
is.
most personal thing in your life, Job. It's the most personal thing in your life. To have somebody to prey on me sexually is wicked, man. It's
It
fucked
is, it
up.
is, it is, and the saddest thing actually, because if you dig actually deeper, Nairobi is really full of so many crises. There are even those who are working, or rather, how can I say, tolerating this issue because they need the
It's
job, they need to take
it's
care of their
Africa.
family.
Well, it's all throughout Africa, not just even in Nairobi. It's Africa. I first learned about it in Nigeria, and I was like, "What?" I was like,
It is, it is.
is this true?" They're like, "Yeah, that's true. It's the norm." I'm like, "Wow,
It is so
wow."
sad, even it is more sad because when you look at also onto the communities that we have, or rather the people are so full of judgmentals, or rather judgments. When this young lady came about and spoke about the issue, so many people were, others were questioning, how many young ladies who are in the limelight and they are not talking about these issues because they have to maintain their
How
fame, they
about
have to
them?
maintain their
How
jobs,
about them? How about
they have.
them? Because all how about them? Like you said, Joby, this is the norm. Like the young lady that came on the show, what was her name from South Africa? The Spikes had on. What was her name? Assumption or some of the. He was talking about her.
Money.
No. It wasn't her. No. Not the lady
Uh-huh.
here recently that you guys said. No, it was a young lady, a young artist from South Africa. She was tell her story about how, every time supposedly someone's trying to help her, they want to
Mm-hmm.
sleep with her. Every time she gets some, that's why she can't trust any men and trust
Mm-hmm.
anybody in the industry. Because every time, supposedly, they want to help
It,
her. They want to help her. They want to help themselves to her body. They don't want to
you
help
know,
her. They don't
it
want to
is
help her.
happening.
They want to. Oh, go ahead, Joby.
It is happening, and also I can also relate to the same story because I can say I was once approached with the same kind of issue where I needed help with my modeling career, with me being also I wanted so much. It was always my dream to become, to be on the media. And I had a friend who was quite ahead of me, and
All right.
he became very close. And I was telling him, I need this and this, I need to be guided, I need to be sure what is it I'm supposed to be doing, or nini. Then he told me, you have to do this and this and this for me to get you the job. It doesn't go that easy. You have to talk to this person. I have to communicate to this person for me to make the work easy for you. Then I had to just step back because I knew my worth, and me giving out my body for someone to help me, it won't make any value, because how do I know
But
tomorrow I might
that
lose
was
the
the
job?
that was the. Hold on. Did he? Hold on. You said this supposed to be a friend that
Yeah,
told you
he,
that told you this horse shit.
yes.
Yeah, that wasn't a friend. That's called a predator. That wasn't a friend. And that's some really despicable shit. It's
It
really
is.
despicable.
It is, but it seems that I don't know if also in the diaspora, if it really happens, or rather to the white people, if it really
It
also
it,
happens.
it, it doesn't happen as bad because the laws. It happens. It does happen. Don't. It does happen, but not as much as it doesn't happen. I will give them credit. They cleaned that a lot up. You
Mm-hmm.
cannot put that out because your ass will go to jail. You go to prison. You cannot do that. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that's the norm in
People.
in in the West. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. you just that's a no. I mean, don't think it still happens it was still happening in Hollywood though. It was. It's
Mm-hmm.
supposed it was happening in Hollywood a lot because to get a role, it was called the casting couch. To get a
Mm-hmm.
role, you had to sleep with these nasty, dirty ass men
Mm-hmm.
to get as an actress to get a role. And a lot of women, just like Lupita. When Lupita was Lupita was talking about how she was preyed upon from Harvey Weinstein. She was chased around this whole. He told her, well, let's go to this hotel because I want to talk about a role I want to give you. And she said when she got to the hotel, this nasty old bastard came out naked naked in front of her. She's like, oh my God, what are you doing? He said, well, if you want the role, this is what you got to do. She said she ran out the hotel. Yeah, he was this old nasty cracker was all naked but he had preyed on a lot of women. They finally locked his ass up. They finally, me and Spike did shows about him a couple of years ago. They finally locked his ass up. But he wasn't the only one. That was the norm in Hollywood. Also, I'm like, you got a lot of people preying on children. You know, they prey on young children in Hollywood. They would have these gay men. Mostly people in Hollywood are gay or homosexuals. So what they use it as their breeding area. So they'll get young boys. Oh, we're gonna make you a star. We're gonna put you in movies. So most of the kids you see in these movies as children, they've been molested. Majority have been molested. It's some real insidious shit. So, and a lot of the parents gave up their children so they could be supposedly a star. Your job as a parent is to protect your children.
It is.
Not because they're some damn movie. That's your job. Your number one role is to protect your children. Go ahead, Joey.
It is. I totally agree with you. It is the full responsibility of a parent to take care of their kids. But with the matters of the corruption, the poverty that is all around here,
I know.
The poverty that is around here. Me as a kid, when I grow up and I've seen the struggle that my parents are really going through, I really have to walk out of my way to bring something at home, or rather to bring food at home for my siblings to be able to eat or to do something.
I understand that, but you know. But your body is not a bargaining chip. You know,
exactly.
No one's supposed to, that's too far. And sad enough in Africa, that's become more like a norm, because I know they had people selling their children to these white people in the Gambia and other places when the tourists, because Africa's become a sex tourist area, because these white people come down. Because the poverty has been orchestrated. You know, poverty in Africa wasn't the norm, but now it's been orchestrated. And so now these children are prey for these predators. And Europeans are predators. So you'll see in Kenya, out there in Mombasa, you'll see in Tanzania on the coast, you'll see out there in West Africa, as far as Ghana, Gambia, you'll see white people preying on children.
Yeah.
Molesting children.
I was just saying, because of the matters of poverty, you find that a young person, the young person will go out of their way to look for a job. But when you go to look for a job, these are the kind of things that you are being, told to do. Samuel Karibu Sana, you are saying that you missed the first part of the story. We are talking about the sexual assault that is happening in different parts of the industry, in the 254, and also in other different parts of the countries. Because I was just saying that so many young ladies are being silenced outside here, being dragged.
But you're right. You're right. When we had Rumby last year, Rumby's being a model as well. Told the same story like you in Zimbabwe. Rumby's told me she went for a modeling gig, and the white man was like, I can make you famous, and blah, blah, blah. All you have to do is just give yourself to me. And I said, Rumby, what'd you do? I told him to kiss my ass. I'm not sleeping with you. I told him to kiss my ass, Keith. I'm not sleeping with you.
I did get to tell you that sometime back there, one of the weakest things that Africans, I do believe, I don't want to say all Africans, but due to the lies and everything that we have been fed, by the system and the cartels and everything, the government itself, the system of education. I can say that people are really mentally weak in such a way you don't want to say no. The term no is really like a heavy word out of your mouth because you don't know the reaction that you're going to get after. You're scared of not getting this opportunity. You're scared of not, being able to give out your truth. That is one of the things that is really failing us. And most of us do not really also understand. There was a time that you were asking us if we know that, sex, or rather you been getting spiritual with someone, or rather, body to body with someone. It's also a way of, you're exchanging spirits.
Your sex is spiritual. You don't have sex because you take on someone's. These are African things we used to know. It's deep. You take on someone's essence. You don't sleep with someone that's not. You take on like demons. These people you sleep like white people. White people are lower vibrational. So you're bringing these vibrations into your space, and it's really damaging. And we're never taught that. We don't know no more African. That was ancient African science. We knew that thousands of years ago. We don't know. I was never raised knowing none of that. I didn't know none of that. That your sex is sacred. It's a sacred. It's sacred. Love making is sacred. It's not casual. White people I'm breaking.
Yeah, you're breaking
up. I'm talking about. If you can hear me now, I'm saying we made sex casual because white people have told us it's casual. It's not. Sex is not casual. It's spiritual. It's very, it's very important. It blows my mind the stuff that we never taught that our ancestors knew. It blows my mind.
I was trying to understand that, because of all this that is happening, especially in the industry, if you get to ask yourself, how many girls are going through the same thing, and if it's the same man.
The majority of girls, because the white people set the society up, that's their nature. And so since all African societies copy and paste from white people, that becomes the norm in Africa now, because you live in their society. Nigeria, Kenya, Botswana, Zimbabwe, South Africa, they just copy and paste European society. They're not African. The European society.
Someone's saying that it looks like it's a week of it. A mom committed suicide this week because she caught her children having sex, and it's fucked up, kid. And those children were probably...
Who committed suicide?
Yeah.
Who committed suicide, Joby? What did he say? Who committed suicide?
A mom committed suicide because of finding her children having sex.
Having sex with who? Having sex with other people.
The children.
Having sex with white people. Having sex with who? With who? Sam, who are you talking about? Having sex with white people?
He's saying a mom committed suicide this week because she caught her children having sex. Her children.
Having sex with who? Having sex with each other? What are you talking about?
With each other, yes. He's saying with each other, yes.
What the fuck? Where's this at, Sammy? I don't know where this is at. And that's that woman's responsibility. She made sex taboo. She's supposed to teach her children. See, oh my God, right? People just become
this is what you are talking about. This is what you are talking about. Whatever you allow your kids to see at a younger age, it reflects in the subconscious mind. In Jamaica, you said it happened in Jamaica. It happened in Jamaica, and this is what you were saying, that whatever you are showing to your kid at a younger stage, it also reflects in the subconscious mind in such a way. A kid, personally, I can also literally remember the things that happened. When I was young, I could see some, the particular issues that happened around me. Even up to date, if I were to sit my dad down or my mom down and tell them that I can remember this and this and this, they wouldn't believe me, because I really do remember each and every detail. And I totally agree with you.
Why they wouldn't believe you? Why they wouldn't believe you if you tell them you remembered and you tell them?
They think I was so young, and actually I was young. I was like 2 years. I was really young, but I can remember.
That doesn't make a difference. That doesn't make a difference. I mean, endowed with certain. You're endowed. That means that you are endowed with certain with certain attributes. Now I can't remember two. Well, I can remember three. I don't think I can remember two. It means you're endowed with certain attributes. That doesn't. I don't know why they wouldn't believe you if you say it. You say it. You remember it. I don't know why they wouldn't believe you.
They wouldn't be. That is why I was telling you that the African mentality, whereby even a parent when a kids try to say something, be it is true or a lie, they wouldn't take it because they think
the African. But they were raised in a system. But they were raised in a system of lies, so they're dumb. They're really dumbed down. Look, they've been indoctrinated. They've been indoctrinated, Joe. But they're really. You're talking about okay. You got to go back. You got to go back past your great grandmother, really. But before the Europeans showed up and started indoctrinating Africans with lies. So you're talking about your parents, your grandmother, and maybe your great grandmother, because they were indoctrinated with lies. Like when you go back with Spike's parents, his mother's indoctrinated, but his grandmother wasn't. Grandmother was one of the generations where they were first taking to be indoctrinated, and she never, even though she, like I said, her parents told her, don't you believe none of this shit these white people are telling you. And so his grandmother, luckily, didn't never, she was forced to go to these white schools and learn white Jesus and learn all this shit. She never accepted it. But her daughter did. Spike's mother did, but her grandmother didn't. So it's an indoctrination, and it was a dumbing down. There was a video I wanted to send you. And the white man told the truth how the system was set up to indoctrinate you, how the education is nothing there but to dumb you down. And if you do the study, since these wicked ass people got control of the planet, about 100 years ago, 150 years ago, they purposely started. We are dumber now, Joby, than we were 150 years ago. The world is dumber today. The cognitive ability today is dumber than we were 150 years ago.
I was saying a little bit earlier that it has reached to a point because of us losing our sense of humanity, sense of our own selves. We are losing even the sense of the kindness that we were created with. We are losing ourselves. We are really completely getting lost within everything, the world, into the world. We are totally forgetting ourselves and also our purpose, because you can see
that was your nature. African nature was called a beautiful humanity. That's what you knew about African people. They had a beautiful humanity, and now they're copy and pasting the Europeans. They're just is downright scandalous. Well, the poverty also. The poverty makes you. The poverty can make you do some things that you wouldn't do. You have orchestrated poverty, orchestrated by the Europeans, so now they can prey on us as a people. The shout out to Dr. Mumby got that right. They prey on us as people because you have orchestrated poverty. You were never poor before. Now you have orchestrated poverty. And that makes you easily prey because you'll do anything for $1. You'll do anything. You'll do any immorality for $1. That's why they've also started introducing this homosexual shit through Africa to make you believe. They put on TV. They make it against normal for a woman to be with a woman, a man to be with a man. This is not normal. It's not normal behavior. They'll have you say it's normal. It's not.
I can see that in our last video, you can see that she was talking about, money. She said that your money will soon be worthless. And I wish I could share that, but we are almost coming to the end. And I just hope that people are going to be able to wake up. Let the world that I was just saying a little bit earlier.
But she was talking about what was okay, that one. I want to talk about that one. Yeah, that one. She understood that even in Kenya, where all the gold comes out of Africa, you're not allowed to own gold in Africa. You got to go to a European bank and buy gold and get a certificate. You don't never get the gold. You get a certificate saying that you got the gold in a European bank. She said, what kind of nonsense is this? Because they control everything, Dr. Mumby. They've stolen every fucking thing.
I was saying a little bit earlier that I hope by 2030 we're gonna be having the government or maybe a country and a world that literally, will be awakened, because
It
how we
can't
are
be. It
falling
can't be
back.
a hope. It can't.
How,
It can't be a hope, Joe. But they're trying to murder you off now before you wake up. Like, and she got it right. I know you listen, Doctor. So proud of that woman for waking up. She got it right. Said it's a race. It's right to murder your ass off before you wake up. And like I told Spikes, it's gonna be revolution in Africa. You can't have
Mhm,
what you see in South Africa was just the tip of the iceberg. You can't have Africans mired in poverty, and the youth are not going to accept it. Not going to hear grandma and grandpa talking about just be quiet, just be afraid. The youth are going to say,
mhm,
fuck that. We don't want to be afraid no more. We don't want to be
mhm,
told that it's going to be all right. We're going to stay in poverty. And that's what
mhm.
they're racing against. Dr. Murphy got that right. They're racing to murder our ass off before the planet,
Yeah.
especially the African, wakes his ass up.
Well,
That's
I'm
why they're
glad.
doing it now. Go ahead,
I'm
Go
glad.
ahead, Joey.
I'm glad personally. I am awake, and of course, I can say also my parents and my siblings are also protected. It's up unto the cousins who want to believe on the Europeans and saying that the Europeans are coming to to help them and to save them. I was just
That's
telling the other day a cousin of mine
crazy
who's
as shit.
really close to me. I did warn them
Uh,
about the job. I did warn them about how everything is really, everything has been planned. And he was like, telling me, I've taken the one from the government. I was just like, are you dummy? All these things are being transported from the Europeans and coming to.
One from the government. Kenya doesn't. Yes, you're right, you dummy. Kenya doesn't make any vaccines, you dummy. That comes from the Europeans. It comes the same. It's the same vaccine everywhere, you moron. It doesn't come from Kenya.
Exactly.
Kenya don't make no. Kenya didn't make it. They just imported it in. Good
It
grief.
is problem. It is problem. In 2 3 years, I don't know if I'll be saying goodbye to him, but it's the ignorance
Yes,
we were talking
yes, you
about.
will. Yes, you will. Sadly enough, yes. That's what.
It is the
Yes, you will.
It is
Yes.
an ignorance, because that is when we are talking about the matters of ignorance. Others just want to be ignorant because they're waiting for a white man to come up and have a say, or wait for the say from the government, because
The,
forgetting that all
the
these people are being,
government.
all these
Wow.
puppets are being controlled by these same white
Yeah,
people.
there's like, yes, the government. The, Kenya was never free. Kenya was set up as a puppet state. I don't know
Mhm.
why they can't even see that. There is really no Kenyan government. It's European. Why do you think in Kenya they wear these white wigs, African people? Wear these white wigs when you go to court and shit. Why do you think that? Africans don't have
Well,
white hair like that.
yesterday, as we wind up, Keith, I did bump into a story. I don't know if you can agree with this, but
Go ahead.
in terms of makeup and in terms of hairstyle, especially the hairstyle and the makeup, they said someone did say that it was invented from Africa, because art,
Yes, it
in terms
was.
of art, makeup was
Yes,
an art,
yes,
and the hairstyle was a
yes.
symbol to symbolize where you're coming from in the community and your language.
Yes, makeup came from Africa, Joby. Yes, it did.
Yeah,
Yes, all,
but the white
all, but,
but
but
but the
white people are wicked. What did
Mhm,
white people do when they got control of makeup? They start,
mhm,
when you go on your makeup, you gotta look at what's in it. You got aborted baby fetuses in it. You got
mhm,
chemicals that now destroy you in it.
mhm,
You can do easy research. And I told you, go look what's in makeup now. When white
mhm.
people get it, it always turns into what? Death. So you got
I was,
aborted
I
baby
was,
fetuses. You got chemicals that destroy your face. It's crazy.
I was even surprised this morning in terms of the dye that we apply in our hair. From some other communities, like in Samburu, they remove it from a stone, like they are grinding it from a stone. The color comes from a stone, while the Europeans are bringing us the chemicals, the chemicals. But there is a natural one, which comes from the
Yeah,
stone itself.
but Africa was always natural. Chemicals kill you. So that and just like they doing with there was a story they were talking about you were talking about why they were coming to Africa for land because Africa is
Mhm,
still one of the few places
mhm,
where you didn't have GMOs. GMOs kill
mhm,
you. That's what they're not just killing us with vaccinations. They're killing us with through the food because it's
mhm,
breaking food. It's not real food. And so they introduced
mhm,
this to Africa because they stole your farming practices and now the African doesn't know how to cultivate land no more. He's so old. My great great grandparents were stupid. Your great great grandparents were geniuses, you moron. They were scientists. They were scientists that cultivated the land. Why nobody starved in Africa, you moron? Now you're using pesticides, herbicides that cause cancer. That's where you got cancer in Africa. There was no cancer in Africa. Then you got these vaccines that bring you cancer. Shout out to the white lady that's now spilling the truth about how cancer came to Africa through these damn vaccinations. AIDS came through vaccinations in Africa. Cancer came through vaccinations. And Ebola came.
On Monday, I was actually on Monday during a lunch break. I was interacting with some friends around here, the studio.
Okay.
And one of them did happen to tell me that he has taken the jab. And he was like, I'm not going to die. I was like, in 2 years, you're going to die. And he was like, no, there's no, I'm going to die. I told him this jab is not to protect you. They are injecting you the COVID itself. That is the chemical itself that they are putting in you. The disease itself that is supposed to kill you and finish you. And he was just shocked, and he was like, he was left stunned without a say. But I hope that.
Hey, how about you go research it? So, how about you research it, idiot? What you put in your body? Go research it. Instead of you being a moron, how about you go research these things?
Mm-hmm. I told him. But we are coming to the end, Keith. I want to appreciate you for joining us today.
When you find out, you'll be messed up in the head. Once you find, he gonna go. Well, the government says it's safe. Okay, stupid. The government says it's safe. Good luck to you. The Kenyan government says it's safe. The Kenyan government. There's no such thing.
I want to appreciate you, family, for being here today. Thank you for choosing the Black on Fire family media for the 21st century. Thank you, Kid, for giving us this platform. Thank you, Samuel, and Gerald Mosquito, and of course to the rest of the Black on Fire Network family.
Good morning, Samuel. Good morning, General Mosquito. I don't know what time it is out there on the island. It's got to be early as hell, Sam, out there in the Caribbean. You in the same time zone I'm in. What time is it over in the Caribbean, Sam? what time is it over there in the Caribbean?
He's saying that the fact that your body survived the disease without the injection should rise some bells. And he's also saying that
it's supposed to, Sam, that your body survived this. We can't say it on YouTube that it survived this disease like thing. You're supposed to be able to think and say, something's fishy. Just like you told me the story about your parents, Samuel, who were scared to see you, scared to touch you. They said, okay, we love you. Don't come in the house. You remember when you told me that, Sam, last year about your parents, or was that your grandmother, your mom? Because the fear that they looked at the mainstream media, which these wicked ass bastards own all of it all over the world, they think the media is telling them the truth. And then now they got this variant. It's going to be another variant. I told you guys it's going to be variant after variant after variant to induce more fear. But they can't even test for the regular one. So you're going to get it through Kenya, through Nigeria, every city on the planet. It's going to be a new variant. Oh my God, it's a new variant. And it's dangerous. And it's killing people. Oh my God. And see, and then you not being able to critically think. You won't look at the world around you and say, man, this shit can't be true. And nobody died. Look at this shit. I'm walking through the street. What do you say, Joby?
It is totally true. I totally agree with you. Even yesterday, they did get to see there's another coronavirus called MU. I wonder which one is that. And so many things are just popping up.
It's going to keep on coming out. Variant after variant after variant. This is those fear. So, like your friend, he'll look at that. Oh man, it's a new variant. Let me go get this damn job. Oh my God, it's a new variant. Oh, he's not sick. He's not. You ask him, if you're not sick, why would you go get some? They say there's a new variant. I heard it from the news. On Kenyan news, they told me. I said, do you know Africans don't own that shit? Kenyan news owned by white people. Do you know that? I didn't know that. Well, yes. The Kenyan news is not there to help you. Not there to teach you or inform you. It's there to teach you propaganda and lies. That's why it was created. They don't own it. You don't own that.
I totally agree with you. But let us wind up, Keith. I want to
Yeah.
appreciate you. Are you saying that it's 4:54 a.m. Yeah, in
I
Jamaica? In Jamaica,
I thought
there
it.
it is.
I,
Mhm.
yeah, I thought it had to be early out there, Sam. I thought you had to be at the, about the same time it was for me. Shit, I knew it. So much
Yeah,
love. Joe
it's
be like,
three
why you
minutes.
ain't join me? Joe be like, why you join me late? Because Joby, I was sleeping. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Much love, family.
It is. It is 57 minutes past 12 here in Nairobi, 3 minutes to lunchtime. And I want to appreciate everyone for joining us today. It has been a pleasure, and I hope that you have learned something today because do remember, we are all about educating each other about what is happening in different parts of the world. This has been the Pan African Vision with me, your host, Joby. For now, I want to say Kwaheri with this one amazing
Go
jam by
ahead.
the one and only Star Kids Darkos from Nigeria.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. If you love me, don't you let anybody touch that body, baby. No, 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 no. If you really love me, you should give that guy. He's for me, for me, exclusive for me, baby.
Well, it's quite clear that they are messing with our mind. Samuel, you're saying that a friend went to the hospital and tested positive. Then she went to the private doctor and tested negative. These people are just messing with our minds. Especially the government hospitals, they are also being paid, to tell us the lies that we need to listen to. Nonetheless, I want to appreciate you for your sentiments, Samuel. Hope to see you on the Rhythm Scoop Show, General Mosquito as well, and to the rest of the Black Hot Fire Network family. I want to appreciate you. Wow.
Don't let me down, baby. Don't kiss another person. Don't do another person. I'm greedy.